And then we just share it. Let's see if we can. Microphone tested. Greetings, some people and people, inhabitants of Earth and wherever you can hear us. Most people can't hear us from Mars.
International Space Station.
International.
Welcome.
Yes. Welcome. We're broadcasting live from Earth, Jamaica.
Jamaica. We're in the central of Atlantis. Yes.
It's such a beautiful time to be alive. I cannot say that any more times. It's a beautiful time to be able to reflect and plan ahead, learn from the mistakes of others and move forward. Because we can't afford to be stuck anymore. It's not the time to be stuck now.
It's not healthy.
It's not the time. Too many things moving. As a people, yeah, we can't. It's not the time. The fire has been lit. The train is heading. Why we being stuck? All right.
Why are we stuck, people? We are into the metamorphosis, looking at the celebration that just occurred in Jamaican world generally.
Yes.
We're alive.
We're live.
All right.
We are live. We're live and alive.
Yes, the whole world was focused on August 17th. It is a day that the globe and the African family recognize the coming into our space of the great Marcus Messiah Garvey. 138 years since his birth. And we have to
Jamaica's first national hero.
Yes, we have to congratulate IRFM straight up front for sustaining the celebration of Marcus himself. And they had their usual event on the 17th. It was well received as per usual. But as per usual, these events have been glittering with poetry and music and songs and recitations. But I'm saying 130 years later, where are we as a people? Garvey died in 1940. So many years since Garvey has passed away. From 1940 to now, 85?
Yeah, no.
85 years, people. So this metamorphosis wants to look at the 85 years. What has been the collective efforts that we can tangibly point to as an expression of Garvey. So what do you say? We make any moves?
As I told myself that I was a Garveyite some time ago, but for me, I think over the years, Marcus represented a black man that was at the fore of, race first. Like that, for me, said he was a beacon. But, even after having these conversations with you, my perspective on the situation has been a little bit different because I'm now saying yes. That was in the 1930s and in those times. Are the messages still relevant? And are we moving past the concept and the constructs of Garvey? Are we still there? Are we still there? Are we still at the 7 lines of Black Star Line? Are we still Rasta? The first time I went to Bubble Hill, I was impressed with just the fact that, people were, maintaining a cultural presence of black. The thing that had me a little bit off was the fact that there was one specific person who was holding a post of watching the horizon, because he would be the one to sound, I say the abeng, but he would be the alarm to say that the ships are here. And I'm like, what ships? And he said, did you not know that there will be 7 miles of Black Star Liner that will come? and take us. And I'm like, but this is 2020, this is 2004, 2000, them time there. And I'm like, are we still waiting? Are we still waiting, or are we using the concepts that Marcus Garvey has laid upon us as foundation for evolving? Or are we at, this is what Garvey says, so this is where we stay?
Profound, profound inspection time. And I'm saying to people now, we must not be afraid to question what Garvey shows.
Mm-hmm.
Because Garvey questioned what many others before showed him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Pull from it.
And that is called evolving. Yeah.
So I'm saying no, related to the I question about from 1920 to 2025, Garvey comes and he sets a foundation. But what is the foundation? They say it's a philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
And they have captured everything together in one book called Philosophy.
You have one, you see one?
Yes.
Right, this right, this one?
Near me?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Green and black?
Yeah, I'm
Like that. So the philosophy and opinions of Marcus Garvey. Thankful for his wife, Amy, who actually did the writing while Garvey did the speaking. Garvey never had the time to write because the work wasn't about being literate. Work was about doing. Garvey was a practicalist. But like all of us in the Western world, we have been under the whip of colonialism and the ideas and the ideology. I'm saying to fully understand Garvey, we have to look at maybe 100 years before Garvey was born. Now we can't just look at Marcus Garvey born in 1887 and just come on and just blow away the place. It don't really work like that. And I'd like to connect Garvey's birth in 1887 with another birth in 1892. Another man was born, and both of these men have driven the liberation movement of black people. 1887, Marcus Garvey. 1892, Ross McLennan. So the leaders of the two biggest movements of black people in the Western world just born just 5 years apart, One would be at the center of a movement created by men around him, Rastafari. The other would create a movement himself, which people around the world would rally.
That's the UNIA.
That's the UNIA. So we should never disconnect Haile Selassie and Marcus Garvey at any time at all, reasoning towards African liberation. And they both came to carry out the same mission. Rastafari, unfortunately, have sort of taken the side of His Majesty being superior to Marcus Garvey. I mean, the Garveyites have been opposed to Rastafari because they're not into the religious stuff. But we need to get past those two pseudo differences and realize the two men they want to see
at the same mission.
Objective.
Yeah. First, first.
Yeah, so this chapter what says we want the two men themselves. Okay. But you see, before Garvey, we have to look what was there for even 100 years. And if we go 100 years before Garvey, we go up into the Haitian Revolution. The Haitian Revolution now at the beginning of the 1800s is the energy that we're still running on today as it comes to liberation. So Garvey comes 1887, Toussaint Louverture and Haitian Revolution 1804. A year after that, Sam Shah born, or a year before. And Sam Shah will lead a revolution right up to the 30s. The point I'm making is that there was a climate, there was an environment in which Garvey would come and would fulfill some works that up to today we say quoting Garvey, but we have not built anything else.
We're not doing Garvey.
Yeah, the doing part of Garvey. And what is the doing part of Garvey now? What is the doing part? How can we
do Garvey?
Yeah, how do you do Garvey?
What are we building? What are we, how are we doing what Garvey said we should do versus just repeating that Garvey said do it?
What are the principles behind building a ship line? Where are our economic principles? How do we build money and revenue out of Garvey? We don't hear any initiatives necessarily in a global way to promote that type of financing.
Because to be frank, since there was Garvey until now, we could have built all of them ship there for the plan to go in.
We could have airlines by now.
We could have built them ship there, even if we did still have to go with the Garvey.
The same Garvey strategy.
Yeah, the ships could have been built.
So why have we not built anything in the last 60 years?
Yeah.
What has been our handicap with all the
But
knowledge?
what is, I don't know, because I've been a little bit out of that loop, but what the UNIA in Jamaica, what are they actively doing? What are they working on? Like, I don't know.
We don't
Global
hear-
UNIA, I don't know what is
I have
happening.
never heard of any economic project being put out by any UNIA anywhere. The thing about this now, where I want to get a little bit more angry with our constant repetitions of what Garvey said and who can quote Garvey the best, and is that Garvey set up a structure, an umbrella organization in the 1920s. That organization was called UNIA dash ACL. We have been stuck on the UNIA because what has caused us to be stuck on the UNIA is that we're not been applying the ideas in a practical way, but these ideas revolve around economics. It's not philosophy. So what are the monetary strategies? How do we make money? What is the industry
That is established
that is being established?
as black industries.
Black industry.
Yeah.
Where is black industry with all the money that's passed through black hands? And when we say industry, it could be as simple as a bakery, which Garvey gave us an example. That you can have our own bakery. We don't make our own bread. So the handicap I'm saying is that we have not moved into economics because we have been tied down in a lack of identity. We still don't have our identity because in reality, Garvey knew that we were not Negroes. But as Garvey's son would say, his father had to use that term because that's what was common.
Right. So in order to get the people to move,
But if you move, you have to work with something that the people will
we
relate
can
to.
associate with.
But
Right.
look what
Right.
man.
Right.
Look here now.
Right.
So the UNIA dash ACL. What does
ACL
mean?
mean.
African Community Leagues. So Garvey was hoping that the Negroes would improve and move on to become members of the African Community League. But we have not made that move. We're still Negroes. Our biggest intellects are Negroes. The leaders of the UNIA,
Keep talking,
the leaders of the UNIA in the globe today are Negroes. Now, how do you advance an organization in 2025 where the essence of those people are calling themselves Negroes? It is not possible. You will never attract the modern Africans, the youths who are inspired by Traore, youths who are inspired by the reclamation of African sovereignty. How can you tell those youths that they are Negroes? So the shake-up is needed in that identity crisis that black man still face. The Negro was a mythology. There's no land called Negro land. There's no place called Negroes.
Yeah.
The Christian Bible never said God said let us make Negroes.
Yeah.
It said God let us make man. So on what basis?
So we're following a empty cross?
And you ask about the Jamaican UNIA, all the leaders, I have put it to someone there. You know what I'm telling you? The only way that they can change the name from Negro to anything else, that they must have more than 60% of the body to agree. So what is the price? What's the power of leadership then? If you're going to ask the body to decide that, where is the leadership?
But then it's that means that the organization itself will not evolve.
It's outdated. You're putting it nicely. It is outdated and irrelevant because it is non-functional.
Hmm.
Only
We have one
celebratory.
person listening live. Send a comment in the chat. Let us know who you are and what you think about the subject we're
Marcus
discussing.
Garvey. Marcus Garvey's philosophy has no bibliography, no. So it's not respected as anything intellectual. I and I not into the intellectual aspects of Marcus Garvey. We want to talk about the practicality.
Yeah.
Where is the newspaper? If Garvey could put out a paper without internet and television and get it global,
Yeah.
where
What
is-
are we producing?
Where is it today?
What are we
When you come to the
producing?
book, Marcus Garvey, what have we produced? And
What are we
created?
producing? Yeah. How are we getting black news to the masses? Are we just allowing
The same.
the mainstream
to just
media
run it.
to feed our people? Are we putting out information for our people that is geared towards the growth and development of our
That's
society?
what Garvey was about. So I'm on Bex Norati, you know. Yeah,
So I
man.
make your cuss bad word rasta.
You know, because
Settings.
it's just proving it's all about ego and who can quote God more than who, and who can say what Garvey did say, or what Garvey did never say when and where how. And they cannot even make a tidy paper.
Mm-mm.
Not even tidy paper. Look here, not even ganja paper we can make for ourselves. We're smoking all the ganja in the world and cannot create the
No
paper.
local paper.
And then you tell them
But
about-
that's what I'm saying, because now you're making me want to look into that organization and
We
say,
have to.
okay, what are they doing? I don't know what
We-
they have been doing over
we're
the years
hidden.
and where
Well,
yeah,
hidden.
what are they doing?
Obviously, let us say they're doing things. It is hidden. You don't hear it on international media, and there's so
But
many
local,
media.
no
So we
one
don't
hear
hear
it
it in
local. What are they doing?
So what is the local
Um,
UNID?
So here's my question now. Who funds the UNIA? Who funds
Very good
UNIA
question.
Jamaica?
Generally,
Is it an international organization that
Is it-
sends money to
is it
Jamaica?
white people money that finances? I can ask that, you know. Because white people finance a whole
Only
lot
for
of
black
people
things, yes,
and when you push it too
truth,
far, you
truth,
take the money.
Truth.
So I'm not free because I'm not trying to
Truth.
protect a position, you know. And I'm defending a position in Garvey that I am a general secretary and he's a that and she's a that. And then when your functions be get invited and you go in because you know them things there, you know. Garvey wasn't into that. Garvey used those things as symbolism. So
Mhm.
to show that we have a history of being pumped and
Mhm.
ceremony of a history of that.
Mhm.
But that's not the essence. Where is the black army? Where's the nurses? We have nurses scattered all around the world, unemployed and this. Where is the black nurses organization?
I'm
We-
looking,
we-
to
we're not
see
there.
I'm looking to see if there's a
You know?
website or something
So
like
we know
that.
the celebration thing where all the people that keep it up, you know. We know that it's hypocrisy. But God cannot be responsible for our lack of advancement. You see, I used to say, set up an organization called the OAU, the Organization of African Unity, showing the power of a politician that Selassie is.
Mhm.
That organization has had the courage to transform its name to the African Union. With an attempt to bring more economics into the whole African framework of the USA, the United States of Africa.
Mhm.
So Selassie we can't vex, so Selassie can vex because you change the name from AOA
Oh,
to
you say,
AU.
yeah, because the name is just a name.
It's just a name.
And most importantly,
What it does.
from man will change him own name, because he changed him name from the name when parents give, because this new name represents him more.
Energy.
Yes, it's a stronger identity of who he is and who he wants to become.
You see what
So
you
then
and I mean?
so then, consideration, is it still representing us properly?
Exactly.
Is it still, or is it just this is the way it is and it shall not change until the end of time?
Because Garvey, they say so.
Yeah,
So I am peeved.
peeved. You're ruffling feathers.
Yeah, because I am seeing it too often now for too many years. The cycle of celebration and also the cycle of non-activity. And how do we get out of that thing? No, I'm saying this is my serious critique now of Garvey himself as a man, what he stood for. He stood for more than what I could have stand for.
Mm-hmm.
But like all man, we have our limitations. And like all man, we can't see everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know everything.
No, we don't.
Otherwise, I mean, why live? We live in to learn. All right, I'm gonna live to learn. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Garvey's organization and its motto, I think, have left a serious echo in our consciousness. The name UNIA, we'll speak about it already in the shortcoming, but the motto, can you tell us the motto?
UNIA motto?
No.
Or is it just the regular motto we black
Regular-
people use?
Yeah, Garvey's motto of the
Is
UNIA.
wait man, my brain. Is it one God, one aim, one destiny?
All right.
Yes.
Everybody, don't you know that?
Yes. Rasta adapt that motto to
All right.
that. You know, one God, one aim, one
All
destiny.
right. So you see everybody know, nearly everybody who black.
Mm-hmm.
Fall
We think
under.
one God, one
Yeah,
aim,
all
one
right.
destiny.
Hey people, I could stop and think about that line that's holding.
One God. Who is that God?
What is that God? Hold on, let me just take out the God part a little bit and look at the next two terms. One aim,
Aim, one
one
destiny.
destiny. Fully endorsed. And
Destiny?
Africa, because the next one is Africa.
Yeah.
It's
So
one
the aim is to go home.
Yeah, to control Africa.
Okay.
Control it.
To control it. So we can stay over here
Yeah,
in a
we can
matter.
control
The aim is just to be in control of our motherland.
Resources. So there's
Of our resources.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the aim is for us as Africans abroad, because you see that I think no, you have to be clear about the aim, you know.
Yes, sir.
Because you can't be out here, me I aim for one thing and you are aim for one thing and the whole of we in the same bus. Right? So
One aim.
one aim. So the aim is strengthening of Africa for Africans at home and abroad, right? We mother to firm up and yeah. And what's the destiny? What is the objective?
I tell you now, you see the aim now, the aim could be really unity, you know.
Mm-hmm.
One aim, which is solidarity.
Mm-hmm.
One destiny, which is to control our resources.
Mm-hmm.
One Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's how I kind of reformat
Okay.
the motto. So let us return to the front piece now.
Mm-hmm.
One
The
God.
one God.
Only.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we handle it now in the people.
Because who is that one God?
And what is that one God?
Every
Is that the
time you say
same?
who, you say what, you know.
And is that the same one God that saved the Queen?
Because based on previous conversations with you, you're telling me that Marcus Garvey was Catholic.
Marcus was a Catholic to the heart and soul. Marcus was
So then are we following behind Marcus, who was following behind
behind
The
the Pope and the Roman ideology. So we have to make a clear distinction now between
we have to know who
Where
that
we are
one
going
God
now.
is and
Yeah.
are we actually going where we're intending to go, or we get sidelined because we have followed somebody who didn't go where them they force him to go.
You see, we have no way we can ever discredit Garvey or diminish Garvey. There's no way.
Yeah man, Garvey.
But Garvey take in what was in the world
At the time.
which all of us, every black man got trapped by some form of religion. If it wasn't Christianity, it was Anglican. Or
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm there somewhere.
You have to there somewhere.
In those times you had to pick a side.
you have
It
to there
couldn't
somewhere.
just be.
And
There was no thinking of being outside
Outside.
of religion, because again, you either pick heaven or you pick hell. You did have to pick something.
and his mother and his father
Yes,
were in a religion
yes,
and they were Catholic. So we
Yeah.
have to acknowledge that.
Right.
We know now that within those teachings, they're not all geared towards black liberation.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the Catholic teachings, it's about inferiority to an almighty that is superior to us. So no matter what we do as a people, we must bow to some other thing that is superior to us.
Mhm.
But we can't see. We don't know nothing about it directly. We're just told that it controls heaven and earth.
Mm-hmm.
So I say in this time, we have to revisit that one God that we have been under for so long. And maybe that is why we can't move. Because everything we do, we put the one God in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
We have a meeting, let's put Jesus
One
in front of us.
Seeing one God.
The same one God. No, you think if we move at one God, we can lose? We have
Well,
lost for so long already.
but are we, or have we been a people of many gods?
Okay.
Have we been a people
Haven't
before this one God?
Yes, sir.
Have we been a people that were embracing many gods?
Polytheistic
Yes,
way.
because we have been sun god, moon god,
Rain
all
god,
of rain god, all of these other gods.
feminine gods.
So how did we come down to just
This
this
is
one
one
white God?
You see, no? You see, one of the answers. Oh, listeners, we have some of the answers in our own meditation and brain, but we have to search for these answers. How did we get locked up now under the Roman Catholic construct of one God and his Son? That Marcus was eventually called the Son of God, the Redeemer. Marcus spoke of Jesus Christ as the Redeemer, Christ, the Redeemer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nothing unusual to hear that to be the belief system at that time. But here we are now, 2025.
Did you see the Marcus Garvey movie?
Yeah,
No, I never seen it.
no, I saw a play. There was a play up on you a couple years ago.
Oh, it was a play, it was
Yeah.
a movie.
I don't know the movie version.
Oh,
But I saw the play.
okay.
And the agony, the pain that gives us that kind of angst is how Garvey was handled in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And how Garvey is still being handled in Jamaica. Because as I would say about the ideology of Garvey, race first is not accepted on this island of Jamaica.
Because which race would be?
The African race would be the majority race.
Yeah, but you see that is the problem with Jamaica. You know, we cannot say race first
No.
if our motto says out of many.
So
We cannot.
you see the power of a matter
So,
people.
yeah, we cannot say race first if the core of who we are as black, green, and gold says Walipa we.
Yeah.
So we cannot say race first. If we decide to say race first, then it means we're not saying Jamaica. And there dies our patriotism.
Well, we could be saying a different Jamaica then. We could be
Dreaming of a new
we could be saying
Jamaica.
a black Jamaica.
But then what we're going to do with the rest of the Jamaica and then we don't black?
They will find a life. They will not go anywhere because Jamaica is a good place to live anyway.
So then it's black Jamaica, we're going to get rid of them?
No, not to get rid of nobody. No, we're getting our consciousness together now. We're not get rid of
So
nobody.
because we are majority, we're going to just do what?
Majority, we get to think
We have to
collectively.
go the yellow type flag and put it red.
No, those are the symbols. No,
We just
no.
misty. We just
Yeah,
misty.
but
I understand
I'm
the
agreeing.
reasoning,
I'm
yeah.
agreeing with what you're saying and I'm sure you're saying.
Yeah, so we can't ever say race first.
And I'm saying to you, we can because 90% is race.
Yeah, but
So who is it?
who we
Okay,
are
who's the who?
says
Who's
we as Jamaican,
Yes.
I pledge allegiance to the fact that it's only for different of us the year.
Who
So
says
we
so?
do
Who
the
put different-
pledge, the Jamaican pledge.
Who write that pledge? A
Me no-
Jamaican or a black man?
I mean, no,
Will I
it's a
want who
Chinese.
write that pledge then?
But if we pledge to Jamaica,
Yes.
we are pledged to being multi-racial
Wonderful.
as
Who should
as
it-
who we are. So it's hard for us to stand up and say
race first.
race first. Because if we say race first, we not say nation first. If
You
we
say-
say race first, we can't think about Jamaica, we have to think about Africa. Because once you say Jamaica, you think you have to include the Indian, the Chinese, all of the rest of
Okay.
East that
Okay.
have helped
Yeah.
to
Sure.
develop this
This
little
place.
rock. Yes. And I'm giving credit to them because them put in them work. Not because there was mostly
So-
us here. Remember, we were forced to be here. A lot of them came here willingly. Well, a business,
Yes,
but you know,
yes.
yeah.
So I am here. What I'm hearing, you said.
But you have to give up Jamaican. You have to give up your Jamaicanness in order to think race first.
I can't agree with that. So you know, so we have a right.
No man, we
Yeah,
do
man,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, yeah. And what is Jamaican then?
Black, green, and gold.
Okay,
It
well,
is.
okay, so
it
Jamaican
is-
is a mixture of all of the
Yes,
races. Wonderful,
yes.
wonderful. Okay.
So that is the core of who we are as
Right.
Jamaican.
Alright.
We're not just black people.
You see, that is a ticklish one now, you know, because the majority rule.
But you know,
Hold on.
we agree, you know,
Hold
Rasta,
on,
we agree upon the
yes.
part there, you know,
Hold
we
on,
agree
hold on.
upon the majority rule, you know.
Yes.
But because we decide,
No, but
we don't know who decide or how they
Yeah.
decide, you know, but because we got up and decided that it was out of many, we are now one.
I don't think the 90% black people come up with that.
You know, matter then don't decide already. So it's
You
either
need
we have to go change
change
that, and then what we are going
Yeah,
to
so then the matter don't good. So the matter don't good for black people in Jamaica then.
What we good for?
The minority
Man.
groups that it protects. That's what the motto does. The motto
Well,
protect the minority groups.
maybe in the situation of the development of the motto and other what you call them, the symbols that represent Jamaica, they were not thinking race.
And that is the problem.
They were not thinking race.
And that is why we have a problem in Jamaica.
That's why we didn't show.
We are not race conscious. That's why.
No, we can't be, because we've been written in the books as
why
black
we
race conscious. This is why we not like Africa.
This is why we don't like our own self. Yes,
because we're not thinking Africa, we're thinking Jamaica.
Jamaica is a 90% black population.
Yes.
Jamaica is not a 10% identity population. So if it's 10% can define who Jamaica is. So they really have the power then. 10% of the population telling us that we are Jamaican and we can't be otherwise.
Well, the powers that the power under them, you know, and the powers that be up at top at the time. Who formulated?
The British. We know say the British.
So we're not free then.
No,
we never did our independent then. We still in the same mindset.
I will learn that again from another angle from Garvey. We're still not into our blackness.
No, we're not in there, you know.
Can't get there, and you're saying we can't get there because of being Jamaican.
Once we stand up behind black, green, and gold, you can't say race first.
We can change that motto.
If we change the motto, what do you think is a good motto? No.
Out of many, there is one.
Out of many, there is one.
It's what we have today. Hold on, no? That's not what we have today, no?
Yeah.
I'm saying no, out of one, there are many. Out of one, the African majority, there are many groups, all the mixed with we.
Oh, me see that.
Yeah, they mixed with we. I know
we mix with
them. No, we are the dominant.
We are the original man.
And the dominant gene. So out of one, many, those guys are skillful.
And that one is us.
Yeah. But they are skillful in protecting themselves. These European thinkers, they think them not stupid, them we call clever. Yes, they're clever. So in Jamaica now, as Melanie said, the black people don't see themselves as a collective because they say we are Jamaicans. Mm-hmm. And the Africans are over there. You know, and Africans are not Jamaicans. The Africans are coming to Jamaica to be Jamaican. Mm-hmm. So how can a person come here to Jamaica then? What are they?
Because Africans want to be Jamaican.
Yeah.
And Africans and Jamaicans there. Well, we are Africans. But we want to be African. But we are African.
But people in our eye have to tell us that we are not Africans.
Mm-hmm. But we know better. Well, me know better.
Rasta man come and say we are Ethiopians and get the biggest fight in the country.
Because they never know. He knows not and knows not that he knows not.
Then the Europeans know exactly. They have the
They know. Of course they know.
Every time you try to reveal somebody, they crush you. Every time we let out a little bit. So even the country we're talking about the motto. The pledge, the symbols in Jamaica, you know, Aki and Starfish should not be national dish of a country that produce fish. We don't produce starfish.
But the Aki never feel well in the beginning and come here.
If you want to liberate Jamaica, we're going a little bit outside of Garvey. Because Garvey tried to do it and he run him. But those mottos and those symbols all those things have to be revisited. All of them things, the anthem, that God is above all, seeking knowledge from above. Yes, yeah. Guide us with thy mighty hand. Give us knowledge from above and send from above. And we're not on our own things controlling us from around us. The anthem, the national dish, it's a poison dish. That is the key to our hypertension. Because you have to scan Aki.
Tell us if you stop talking about
No, but it's else. No, it's our else that the moment
talk about Aki, because Aki is my favorite thing in the world.
As long as they don't can it.
What do you mean by can it? Like putting saltfish in it?
Any kind of salt. And if you don't put salt in Aki, you can't taste it. So you have to put salt in it. Plus there is oil. And there is a dish that makes people hypertension in Jamaica.
Dead man, then talk about Aki like that.
That's
not anything else.
But guess what happened? Look at what they consider to be our national dishes.
The pride of who we are.
Yeah, and those things.
One, we no grow saltfish. Two, Aki no come from Jamaica. And it's a kill we have with.
So the motto of the go away. Yeah, man, the motto of the go away.
Me I go say hello to Miss Desiree.
Yeah,
Yes,
Desiree.
Miss Desiree.
You know that.
Greetings, Empress. Happy belated birthday.
Irene.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Years ago, I called Ronald Tweets when he was on a program called the Public Defender. He was to go into the politics and get crooked. And I asked Tweets about the motto, you know. I said, Mr. Tweets, how is it 9% of us? And he's out of men. He said, no, look at it like that. He said, don't look at it like that. That's look at it from race point of view. But we don't want to do that, don't we? And he goes, no.
Because they don't want to look at it like that, and because they don't want to face the facts. They can't face the facts.
You see, when we get that race content from the primary school now, the country will have a grown swell.
Yes. And this is why even the topics that we discuss in Black Sunday School, we understand that this place of worship is part of the problem, because I've gone to Sunday school so many times and I was never told I was black.
Okay.
I was never, there was no discussion about who I really was. The closest them coming up, them say whether yellow, black or white, all are precious in his sight. Okay. Nobody told you that you were black, even that, you know.
You know,
because when me know say, oh, that them are saying.
You know, say when I go to America, I know I'm black.
When me go to Canada, me know I'm black.
All right.
And so we there because we out here, we are not being color separated, you know, we are class separated. But even though we are class separated, me sure say brown people back in our days before there was, you know, bleaching versus not bleaching, because even now a lot of people who bleach don't realize that the high society people know that you're bleaching, and so you are still being discriminated against. Yes. As a matter of fact, you get worse discrimination because you're bleaching.
And see your inferiority.
Yes, because they see you now as less. Yes. Because it's like, look at you trying to be us. Yeah. But we know brown people in the society always get, you know, more favorite treatment than.
And you know that brown people don't exist anywhere but Jamaica.
Because we mix up people.
We alone have stratified people with shades, you know.
Yeah, because we still, you have to remember, you know, the browner you are, the closer you get to Master House.
Yeah.
So,
you get into Master, you get near to the Lord.
Yes, because you're closer and closer to Jesus, because Jesus, you tell it, that's how we can't separate it, you know. But wash me and I shall be white as snow. But let me go back to UNIA and Marcus Garvey, because
all of these things that you're speaking about is in the heads of the people who are in the UNIA as Negroes, because they are basically under the same construct of the Bible. They may not call it Catholics, but the Roman Catholic ideology, teachings of Christ, are embedded in these people. And the whole Christ thing now about following Christ and Christ the Savior. Traore has come and let us know that we don't need no Christ. We don't need no Savior.
We can't save ourselves.
Yeah, we need to
save ourselves.
We don't need no more Brother Moses either.
Save yourself, people. Save yourself. Save yourself. As black people, we need to rise up.
And the key to rising up is self-consciousness.
Self. Accepting that this is you.
And you are black.
You are a black man. Mota, I think, was the first person that I heard say that if a pig is born in a cow pasture, does that make him a cow?
Okay.
Does that make him a cow? Because so we as Africans, who we know the story of how we were brought here atrociously in the bottom of ships, how can we not say that that's who we are? Not because you were not specifically the one that came across on the boat, but your mother's mother came here. So we are still here, and it is still us here. A lot of things have happened, and we've changed, and we've grown, and we've killed a few slave masters, and we've burned out some plantations, but it is still us. So it is still us, Africans over here, finding a way to connect with the Africans over there so that we both can build a better family. Because there's Africans over there who want to come and meet us so badly. And there are Africans over here who want to go over so badly and build race relations. I've always said this, you know. if something happens anywhere in the world to a Chinaman, to the level where the Republic of China has to come and defend him as an individual, they will come, right? If his rights as a human or as a Chinese national, no matter which part him born, even if Mr. Chindong at home, right? Because he looks like you, so they will defend him, right? And the same, you notice if anything happen to no white people in a Jamaica,
Oh yes.
America come.
Wow.
Yes, no matter what they need to do, them come to say this tourist and this happen and them are gonna bring them own FBI and them investigative team to come check out them people.
Itself, yes. So
Who is coming for us?
when you say us now, what we
Me a African and me live in Jamaica.
Okay,
Who is
now.
coming to make sure that the atrocities that are happening to me in Jamaica is being dealt with?
it should be there.
Or
It should be there from Jamaica first, from first perspective.
it
First.
can't be dealt with from Jamaica first because Jamaica is out of many one people.
Alright.
So Jamaica I will deal with it like this is not an African problem.
Okay.
So then this is you beating me and tell me say me can't go to my mother because me is not African. So it have to deal with here. So cartel did wait how far cartel course case reach? Not England.
Yes.
Why England?
Motherland. Jamaica's mother.
So England are we mother.
Jamaica's mother.
So you see the problem?
So
So Africa is not motherland.
what you say, African is moving to being a mother fatherland.
Of course.
Because the barriers are being moved in
Course.
West Africa. You
Of
see,
course.
we have to unplug the things that have made us individuals.
Yes.
And it's a historical thing. So when Mali and Burkina Faso decide to remove the imaginary border, it's a shock.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Western world never thought black people would come back to that state. We realize that it's our unity, it's our strength. So come to you in Jamaica. There's no way. Continent Africa doesn't operate in a holistic way to respond to you and the people that are there. China operates in a more holistic way because they are one China. It's not like you have Ghana, Nigeria, and
One China.
Yeah.
But how big China be a one China?
One China.
Right.
and you
So
can
in a
fit
peace,
China
peace.
into Africa.
In a peace.
Into peace.
But would it be unrealistic for us to have one Africa?
It's happening.
But
This
we
is
know
why
it
we talk
happening,
about
you know.
Traore.
We know it happening long
Happening.
time. But why can't we consider there's this big landmass of people, right? And we have a system in place where there is one head, right?
Yeah.
And you have this part and this part, call them countries.
Right,
Maybe
the
call them
regions.
states. Maybe
Regions.
call them regions, right? And so everything they do fits into
Coordination.
the big picture. So it's not like Mali a fight against Congo a fight. No. If you don't have island where you want go or whatever, we do local trade first.
On the continent.
Yes, because that is called race first.
Yes. So it's a
I'm
big
gonna come for we. I'm gonna come on the send.
So you know what you have just said?
They've come for we, Rasta.
The link to doing is really that race first mean economics.
Yes.
I don't think anybody
It
get
have
that.
to be
yet.
economics.
I don't think anybody get that yet.
It have to be economics because what we're gonna do? Jump up all together and say race first, and we don't have no money.
Party.
And we don't have no money.
Yeah.
What we are gonna do? How we are gonna educate the people them if there is no funds? In our drought,
I don't think that link have been made.
how are we going to educate or future generations of Jamaicans, Africans, African Americans, Haitians, all of these countries that have all of these black people out here who need to understand the concept of listen, wherever you are from your mother, you're not gonna get good treatment. So if Africa is rising up and putting economics in place to ensure that they are firm, it has to also balance on this side. It has to. We have to pay attention to the example of our mother. If Africa unity is happening on that side, why are we not doing the same kind of unity here?
Don't reach it. Catch it in that wave,
Okay.
In that wave.
All right.
But to enhance the capacity or the potential of the wave to reach here. That argument between money
Money have to fix.
What is our attitude now as you think as African black people about money? Because we have been influenced by the same Bible
Yeah.
about money.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're afraid for rich.
First of all, how you can give me your simple definition of what money is, because you know.
Tell me, Tom man, when me hear you ask me that, no, last time me know say yeah, ask our Christian.
We hear say like, I'm telling you, it's a means of exchange.
Yeah.
I'm not think we're gonna be on that. Yeah, no, yes, it's a means of
So
exchange.
you say it's the root of evil, so we're afraid to touch it.
So now we get
So we're afraid to have holy
the
fight.
church can't teach you.
Yes, we're afraid to have holy fight because we hear say it's the root of all evil. But listen, black people, you need to understand that in an effort for you to develop the economics of your family, in order for you to develop nutrition of your family, for you to develop anything in your family, you should never be afraid to increase your buying power.
Hold on. Is money a need or is money a want?
It's a want, you know.
Careful now, I can
It's
challenge
a
that.
want.
Well, I know.
Is it?
Careful now, I'm look at the
We live a country, you know.
Yeah, but I'm going to the word, right?
We live a country, so me right now have things on the farm where me never use no more. Well,
you will say everything come back to you.
but we can't be afraid of it.
No. We're going to fear party.
Is
Because,
it a need or a want?
yes, we have to deal with that first. Is money a need or is money a want? Because if we're not clear on that, we can't hear from nothing else about money.
What do you think? You think it's a need?
Needs are things that are basic to our survival.
Right.
Air,
Yes.
food,
Yes.
shelter, security. I think that these are needs.
All
Glo-
right.
internationally,
All right.
globally,
Mhm.
these are basic needs.
As an individual or as a people? No,
Individually,
look on it, because let me tell you now, to survival, and I guess you have to get
survival,
into the definition
shelter.
of survival. Because me know way from my people who we call mad, who they out the road,
Yeah.
them outside, them don't have no house.
But them have shelter when they need it. If it's, they know where them go for the rain. They know them have them areas.
All right. Them have them bus
Yeah,
stop.
man.
All right.
Set up.
All right.
Now, I come into the primary school and school system. Learn that needs are like biological things, right?
Yeah.
They never put money into that area yet, as far as me growing up.
You could even tell you that.
Okay, hold on.
You need a free shelter.
Nothing. No, we just hear that we have needs for those things,
Mm-hmm.
and the way we can get those things is through education.
Mm-hmm.
They don't mention money yet. That's why I show you know how far away from the internalizing the idea of money.
Mm-hmm.
So we have these needs that them saying that money is not a need because you have air and fresh and blah 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 blah. Them say anything beyond your needs is your wants. So they have put money into the area of want. With the trap that to get these needs, you have to have money.
Hmm.
So money is ambivalent, right? We have an ambivalence towards money.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, the root of it is evil.
Mm-hmm. But them says the love.
And the
Somebody
love
just
of it.
text me as if you remember says the love of
And-
the money is not the money.
And look in Ecclesiastes, it says money is a sound defense.
Hmm.
It's one of the only books in the book Bible I read that makes sense to me, like Ecclesiastes,
Mm-hmm.
the preacher. Practical things and money is a sound defense. But the messages are so conflicting that we get paralyzed.
We don't
in
know
between.
what to do.
We don't know
We
what
don't
to
know
do. So when we get to it, just go away.
Yeah.
We just lose it.
Yeah, because there is that deep thought
Yeah,
of we
man.
mustn't have too
Must
much
have too
money.
much of it.
We must be afraid of having too much.
Because
Rich man can't go every because he something and the nigga eye.
it is easier
Yes.
for a
Right.
camel
Yes.
to
Because
go
he
through
rich.
the eye of a needle
Rich.
than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven.
And they don't explain that it's not necessarily the rich man money why he can't go, you know. It's probably his attitude. It's probably the amount of sin when commit in order to get the money, but it's not having the money that
By
makes you
itself.
can't. Yeah, it's not.
Right,
It's
right,
not
right.
because you've accumulated so much you can't go to heaven. It's probably how you are as an individual, are your bad ways because you're rich, or because of how you make your money. Because enough rich people make their money in a way
How you
that
earn it, how you earn it.
yes.
Which like
how much life you're taking out. Yeah, this blood money.
But
Yeah.
you know, the money thing now, I get to understand, say, they don't, unlike the Chinese and the Indians and the other richer groups, their children are introduced to money earlier
Earlier, yeah.
as something to manipulate.
Yes.
Now, I go to primary school, them say, you must have a saving book.
Mm-hmm.
And they encourage us to save.
Yeah.
Wonderful. But then when I go and I turn to the man, I want to say, yes, we have saving. Something was missing, and they never tell us how to invest.
Yeah. Just keep your money. Just keep your money.
Just keep it and save it.
Yeah.
And then when you have an emergency, you go into the savings.
Yeah.
So your savings always going down because we always have emergencies.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just putting money to save to go down to
Yeah.
emergencies.
So we not teach people them
we not group, no,
money management.
I will not group. Our money not growing. Money not money supposed to multiply.
Yeah.
So on that cycle of saving, of spending and saving,
Mm-hmm.
and
Spending and
is no
saving. There's no
multiplication.
multiplication. No.
no multiplication of money, so most of it they broke. And most of it they so other people have to find money
Bury.
for put on the burial.
Yeah. And then people them must struggle
So how we break this spell
as a people.
as a people.
Not just as an individual.
about money?
Yeah.
How we break that spell.
We have two people. Tell me what I don't know who the two persons are, maybe still Desiree. But tell me what is your take on money as it relates to us as a black people? What are we doing? What are we not doing? What should we do as a people in order to improve the economics of our future generation? Because through time almost up on earth, you know.
Why are we afraid of money? Or is it we're afraid of power? Because money now is not the paper now.
Yeah.
Money has a
Is it
power to
status?
it.
Is it status?
Okay, so now
Yes.
look at that
Maybe
aspect now.
that.
Look at that aspect. Because the inflows of money about to change your persona.
Yeah, that's what I say. Maybe that's why the rich man can't go heaven.
Well, no.
Because it can't just be the money.
Okay.
It can't just
And
be.
what about the change that we have to follow? That we can go heaven with the money. Why we can't go heaven with free money?
As black people.
As black people.
Yeah.
And you see, again, heaven and hell. So
Come back around.
So long to the top,
Yeah.
the time when we go back with
Yep, yep.
back with our heaven walls. Money.
Yeah, they take a few colours.
The power of the Dunza. You get better looking as a man when you have money. Yeah. You become more attractive as a man when you have money. We have to make the distinction now about what is really the cause of the attraction. Is it you, the man, or is it the money? Yeah. Money have a power. Money attracts. Money actually is a currency. Money is a force. Money motivates people behavior. Likewise, the lack of money. So what is the greater sin? The love of money or the lack of money? Lack of money is deadly. Lack of money will interfere in your morality and lead you into temptation that you normally would not engage in. Because society organizes itself that in order to achieve shelter and food and clothing and the basic needs, the actor can generate money. Two basic ways have been provided of how we can create money. Two basic ways provided of how we can create money. One way to say is through the creation of goods. The other through the creation of services. Is it the money? Money has to be generated. There's a term called investment that we learned too late.
Making money work for you.
How does it work now? We hear over
And
and over.
So then,
Over and over.
and you know, when we got into this money topic, it also brought me back to the UNIA topic. And like me saying, this is me saying I don't know what the UNIA is doing, so I'm not bashing. I'm just saying I don't know. But could it be a case where the UNIA could set up a money school? You understand? Where you're going into the regular schools, have a money club.
Okay.
You understand? Have a money club, have a finance,
Yes.
where we're teaching these little teeny picnics. Say, listen, it's when you get them $50 there. You know, when your auntie them come from foreign and then give you $50 and then give you $5, this is what you're gonna do with your money, right? You're gonna save it up till you reach $300, and then you're gonna do this with it, and then you're gonna do that with it.
Yeah.
And by the time if you are 7, right, and you move your little $10, $5, $100, $2,000 for 10 years, by the time you get to 17, you know how much money you would have already? You know how much money, how much years worth of practice, error, understanding stock market, understanding investment, understanding bonds, understanding all of these things. Right now, our communities would not be the way they are. But all of it, Rasta, falls together. Because if our communities were that strong, if our communities were that independent, we would not be worried about orange and green next week.
The UNIA is supposed to have a bank. They should be like
a local bank.
A cooperative.
Something
Yeah,
that something where people can come
to.
Even the poor people then.
Yeah.
Yes, ID, TRN, come save your money, come invest your money. Yeah.
You see?
Come put $3,000 every 2 weeks, and then after 2 months you can get back some because we are use your money from the stock market.
You see the idea of multiplying money. I think my granny used to do it. You know? That's what our people used to do. Multiply money. But something I think is some simple thing maybe missing. Tithing, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Tithing robs black people of their money. Because all that money goes to the church.
Giving God some more money.
Yeah, the same people who run the God business control the money. No, those type of monies are really our investment monies. You see, the formula is this. They have a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, written by a man named Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
I had to read it. I gave it to my children to read it, and I had to read it and said, Daddy, forget it. Yeah, I had shipped that book for free. I used to do it, but I don't have money. The principle.
You don't have the money?
They have to buy more books to do it for free.
All right, we have to go fix the money to make sure it's safe. We have to make sure that that our program is getting money so that we can have money to teach the people to keep it moving.
It's an oil that needs to be returned.
Yeah.
But we have to have the proper attitude. We're not something you alone can try to see.
Right.
You have to have more than the next month.
No.
Right. Understand all the energy flow.
Yeah.
Money is a
Currency.
energy. It's a current.
Yeah.
It's a kind of currency.
Yeah.
It's an energy that energizes. It's when your pocket empty, 2 days and money going to your different person.
Of course.
Even when you come in before you reach you.
Yep.
Attitude change.
For your sure
potential
potential energy.
You can do with it.
Yes.
So here's the example that I draw from Kiyosaki book. You earn $100 for the week. It may be relative to whatever, but just the first thing you do when you get your money, the first thing you have to buy a drink. Yeah, it's not to buy a drink and celebrate that you have earned $100.
Yeah, because you just start.
Because you don't really. Okay.
So
$100. You see the first $10, you take it off. And you put it far away in a box called investment. You're not insert again. So you have $90 in it now. So that's what you have to live with now. So you have if you have to last for 1 week, that $90 will carry.
Yes, because that $10 is your future building.
Yes, not yours anymore.
Yeah.
And the discipline now is important.
Yeah.
But take out of the savings, So you say, all right, $10 over there, so now. That's the savings. So I have $80 leave. I have to live off of that, but I have a $10 for emergency.
Mm-hmm.
And I survive the week without touching the savings.
Mm-hmm.
So when the following $100 come again, the first thing I do, send away that $10 again,
Yeah.
go hide away in the investment box. And we try to manage what is left with our savings.
Yeah.
But what we know is that while we are saving in investment, we are looking around for things that we can multiply that money with.
Right. So that just go back and see this all of the $10 them where you did put on same way pile up. When you go back, you see $3,000.
Even so, if you go back and say $10 pull down, it's $100, you know so this can give you $300. Can you go and buy $100 worth of sweetie,
Mm-hmm.
but you can sell them back at that one
And make back
and make back
$500
$500 that.
Yeah.
That is a methodology that we have totally abandoned.
Yeah.
Because we don't think about putting away for investment, we just stop on
Make
savings.
the money grow and make the money grow.
So that's what I mean now.
Mm-hmm.
That money now is working.
Mm-hmm.
It's multiplying itself. While I just look like, we're on the same level, you know, because $80 still I work with every week. You know.
We have a week, yeah.
So we can't take the taxi yet because if I walk. But you see, when I take that investment, I own a bicycle. I own a vehicle.
Yeah.
And you see me know my vehicle. Here's our issue now. The envy and the grudgefulness and the bad-mindedness that comes from our religious ideology.
Mm-hmm.
We're all trying to scrum to get into heaven, and a man look like him will go there before you.
Mm-hmm.
We have to stop him.
Yeah.
So
then we did back at square one.
Cycle of violence.
And so might not even outside of we head, you know. So might just we in our head, you know. Because we've been taught that it's a competition. There's only 144,000 spaces. So we have learned now to be so competitive.
Talk about crabbing barrel and all them talk, you know. Who made the barrel?
If anybody out there has any connections with the UNIA, please.
Yes, I'm going to. Yeah.
I'm interested in doing something with them, talking to them, seeing what they're about.
Heru Menelik is the leader of the Marcus Garvey People's Progressive Party, who are trying to do some farming, I think, in St. Catherine.
There's a Marcus Garvey party?
Sort of.
Sure, me never know that.
Sort of.
You telling me outside the grid, you know?
Yeah.
It's very outside, you know.
Marcus Garvey's, the attempt to get Marcus Garvey's politics into Jamaica, I think is a waste of time. Because the parliamentary structure doesn't work for the benefit of the 90% black people out here.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody goes in there will sit to join the forces already and begin to defend their family and the political goals.
Tell me who that you just said.
Heru Menelik.
Alright.
Yes. Matter of fact, he's on a program on Best FM on Monday nights called On the Corner. On the Corner. Money, for example, now, our foreparents used to have a thing called partner. Because we realized down time to have a steady investment, we have a lump sum of money.
Mm-hmm.
A lump sum. And our slave wages never allow us individually to have a lump sum.
Mm-hmm.
So the way to have a lump sum now was to save collectively. That's why I had a partner.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 people in the partner, each of them contribute the money, each of them with a draw of $10,000,
Mm-hmm.
they can do a business with that.
Mm-hmm.
The honesty was never questioned.
Mm-hmm.
Today, it is a total state where people don't trust one another anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So our bank,
the bank have to do it for you now, because see one bank in Jamaica, there's a bank in Jamaica that has a partner plan, you know.
All right.
So take the same
ideas
idea.
and they put it into their institution, and then we go in there now. I said we trust them.
Yeah. And them get the banking share.
You know? So we have revolutionized our attitude towards finances and
Yes.
money. We don't have a philosophy of money yet. I try to develop a philosophy of money. We're not just going to tell you about a means of exchange. It's a sign of power.
Mm-hmm.
Because as I said earlier, men get better looking when they have more money. Yeah, everybody they look nicer. But it's not the man, it's the money, is the attractive force.
Well, maybe he start to care himself.
That too.
Maybe he start eat better.
Whoa,
maybe he start sleep better.
What thing?
Maybe him not fret the whole night. So he actually get good night's
rest.
sleep. Yeah, therapeutic bed. And
so why should we be afraid of money? people say they want to be comfortable, they don't want to be rich. What I mean, Melanie?
Because you can be comfortable anywhere at all, you know. You can be comfortable because
Even in a bad condition.
in a bad condition, yeah, you can just accept there so and say, no, say, mega just one. Yeah, not good right here, so. Well, let me tell you about my money now. Is it my money? There's no end to it. It is a constant flowing stream towards me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's a constant flowing stream towards me.
That's
yes. Because I know that in order for the purpose to be actualized, it requires movement.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if me show up in the vehicle at the gas station, they're not gonna just give me the gas.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I have to give them some of these people with the dead people on it. Right? In order for me to organize an event, in order to teach the children this versus this, I have to go give them some refreshment, right? So I know that in order for me to get to the level where my impact is going to be strong, money is necessary. So it's a need.
It's a need.
It's a need. And because it's a need, it is coming to me.
Pause.
Tapped in.
Pause in your expression. So, in the earliest set of definitions of a needs, we had air, food, shelter,
money.
Supplies.
We add money. Me I put it at top.
Money now.
Me I put it at top.
People, check this. And it's here listening, you know. The money now is not at the bottom of that list.
No, me I put it up at the top.
The money is at the very top.
Because here's why me I put it up at the top of the list too, you know. Ear is not just ear, you know. Okay. Because the ear where you get right here, so your studio is very different from the ear where rich man get up a white name there. So quality ear.
Quality of life.
Quality of life, that is the word. So it's not just living and living and living. If you want a good quality life,
yes,
it comes at a price.
And that price is discipline and resources. Money.
Buy piece of land, any means necessary.
And you know, here the general reflection about money that money can't buy life. Where do you go?
Well, maybe they mean the actual breath. They don't mean quality of life. You understand? So it's like if you go over Dovecot and you dash 300,000 on a body over there, him now go get up back. Right. Maybe if he did get it before dead, he probably would have dead. Because enough people dead because they never, you know. But Rasta.
Money can help to preserve life. Money give you access to certain medical situations.
Emotional, physical,
yes,
situations. Yes.
So we have to break down this traumatic attitude we have towards
having welcome
money.
You know that that feeling money that a lot of people get, and I'm saying it because it happened to me. When you go to the supermarket and you want to buy something, all if I know nothing, you know, you're going to use your bank card versus cash.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going near the cashier and you start fret. You understand? You start wonder if you know, say you go around this and you check it up already, you know, one bread, 5 out, you check it up already. But because you don't really know how the tax something go, you wonder, you get anxious because you don't know if your card are going to decline. Yeah. Rich people don't have them problem there. Don't. Hey. So we have to find ways, not just on a physical level, but now we're going to get into the metaphysical of it and understanding that we are gods. Mm-hmm. And we need to tap into our abundance. We need to tap into that place in us where there is an eternal stream of resources constantly flowing towards us if we are doing the right things and saying the right words and connecting with the right people and ensuring that, you know, all of them someday will see that's something. You know, change it.
So the ones who listen to the car, we get nothing like the idea of being poor now.
No.
I have a burden outside. They make him talk, boy, poor people this, poor people this. Mr. Brethren, stop hiding behind the idea of poor people.
Rasta, I don't even.
You know, engage in them language.
You know, oh, something happen now, you just say, oh, poor me. Not even that say no more. Poor me.
No, dread.
Not poor me at all.
I hear people now hiding behind poor people. You know, boy, we but this, why not do this for poor people, you know, and truly poor, you know. It's another crutch.
Is
The crutch.
and we are let go of our crutches so we can walk
So we can walk
and run and fly
yeah, man.
in places we're meant to be as black people.
Rich and poor are ideas that we need to really revisit and think it out. You know, what is it? What is our fear? Is that fear?
It is a fear. It is a fear. It is a fear.
Because what? We don't trust ourselves. We don't know what we're going to do if I pay the money. Or we're going to become evil. If you become evil, you're always evil, you know. It's not the money. It's not the money you make evil.
Yeah. Not the money. No, you have the money in order to do the cruel tasks. Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to start out yourself before you start blaming money. Yeah, and start
it's not the
blaming
money
money.
change you.
Because the money make you do this.
No, the money don't change you. The money give you the resources to be the who they be
Long
time when you never happy. You sit down, they will with your poor self or stew the disgrace and the whatever that word be, what you are gonna do when you have money.
Yeah.
So it's not the money.
Not the money.
The money will make we see who you be underneath it all.
But we have to set up structures though, I just say
We're doing it, Rasta. I'm going to see.
To allow the currencies
Yes,
to
flow inward.
And our currencies now, you know, can be euros,
of course, no matter.
pounds,
No matter which country.
yens,
don't
dollars,
matter.
irrespective.
It don't matter.
You know? But it's about realizing that it's something that we can use to upgrade.
We need it to upgrade.
And we need it to upgrade.
Yeah. Or else we in darkness, three places, I get back them power.
So, the reasoning, hopefully one of the ones will interrogate them own self and their attitude towards money.
Yeah.
Realizing the lack of money is even more deadly than the love of it.
That's
Yes.
the things you will do because you're hungry.
I tell you, your morality will evaporate with the lack of money. So why are we not showing the evil behind the lack of money? If money is at the top of the needs, if money now is at the top of our need list, the lack of that thing will make everything else collapse.
Yes, true.
So what will I do? What is our attitude towards financial power?
I'm going to wrap it up, Rasta.
Yeah,
We have to wrap it up, but
that's how it
we'll
goes.
put some dollars and cents to the things that we do.
We need a partnership. We need a partner. I don't know if we can settle. We need a partner. And people have them.
And a proper plan for the money we are doing. Because guess what? No, if we decide, let's say 10, 20 business persons decide, so they might go start a partner, right? And the hand where the banker have is also going to be invested into something.
Yeah.
So let's say it's a hypothetical banker that is not a real person, you know, right? It's an account somewhere,
yes,
right?
yes.
So every month, all of we go and we deposit $500,000. And then at the end of the year, everybody take back for their money, but that next $500,000 hand is there for us to start something collectively for the 5 hours because it's, you know, it's whatever.
Have you planned out long?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then when that grows up now, we say, all right, year 2.
The UNIA, you listen?
Yeah.
Only need a strategy like this. No?
Yeah. So we say, all right, send out a call, you know, any amount, just like when all of these business institutions decide that they are selling stocks and bonds to grow, you know, IPO and these things. Maybe the UNIA needs to get on the stock market. You understand? Maybe we need to be selling stocks and shares so that we as individuals can invest in that organization because that organization is building us.
Yeah.
So we get with dividend, we look at dividend checks and we add them up. But we also know that the money that because when company, Walker's Wood or Grace or whomever, when they collect this $2 billion of money from us in a little $3 grand buying stocks, they tell you these are the 20 things that we are going to be using the money to do to build that company. So maybe the structure of the UNIA can be one where it is not just an organization that talks about what Garvey does, but as an actual business, it is a business.
But we drop off the Negro and put in the African in the organization.
It is a business, so we can come and put in with money and know say, listen,
It's
with
been
money are
invested.
put in and it's being invested. Some of the returns will go to us, but some of the returns will go to our children. You understand? So when we dead, we can leave one big fat envelope and say, listen, go down to the office down there, so because for 20 years I've been investing in this organization and they have been building better schools, better this, but also there is return on our investment. Yes.
UAIA, Universal African Improvement Association.
UA,
Yeah, man.
Universal
African,
African
yeah, man, we have to
Improvement.
jump out of that nigga and embrace the Africanness. The younger boys in Burkina Faso, young people in Kenya, we gravitate toward an African association more than a Negro association. And that's where the future is. Future rests in our African.
We have to make drastic moves now, people.
Right
These
now.
are the times where we have to put the foot down.
Trump has his foot down in the people's neck.
We
Round the world.
have to, yeah,
We
man,
have to put our
we are at the
feet
point
in
now
Africa.
where we have to do something. We have to make some drastic moves. Wall Street, Black
Yeah.
Wall Street,
Black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street,
Jamaica
Caribbean
people.
Wall Street, Jamaican Wall Street.
Wall Street. I mean, we will do some more than a wall. I don't know about it.
It's a wall. The Great Wall of
Thanks.
China. So, but yeah, man, we're
The
ready.
wall
We're
of
ready.
Benin.
Benin.
Yes, more ancient than the wall of China, but they don't tell you.
And now they tell
And
me
even longer.
that. You can't tell me.
People, Marcus Garvey's works cannot remain as philosophies and opinions.
You have to step to them.
The practical doings. So we need a black star liner, fly to the air now. We need an airliner.
Yes, a black
With a
airline.
black airliner. With all of them money between entertainers and sportsmen.
Straight flights.
Eh?
Straight
Straight
flights to
flights.
Africa and to every continent.
People,
So you don't have to go to Europe and go
And-
to
and
and
go
go
on.
to one
From
America.
Benin,
and go-
straight across Africa.
Yeah,
So all of these potentials are really enough. We have to revalue the concept of money. Because you see, we're not happy with the money. Michael, the socialist government had the greatest ideas, but they never have the money.
thank you for joining us. We know so once we start talk about them something they can't do in
Yes,
Rasta. It never ends.
Give thanks for the power.
Thank you for joining us, all of the persons who came in. And if you listen to this broadcast afterwards, don't be afraid to put your comments in the chat, say what you need to say. And of course, they can also reach you directly, tell them the number.
I Black at Yahoo,
Yes. You can reach directly.
and you can, that is the
Yeah,
moment.
give some support. And sometimes the greatest support you can give is share the word and let others know that the movement is moving. We're not being a rocking chair anymore.
No.
Yeah, it's not just rocking now, we're
Trees
moving.
rolling.
Yes.
And we forever celebrate Ibrahim Traore, Marcus Garvey's reincarnation.
Reincarnation.
As
And
a
next
political
Messiah.
leader.
Next Messiah.
No.
It's not the next Messiah?
We don't need no more Messiah.
Oh,
And that we
no
don't
more
need
Messiah.
no. And him tell you too, say, I am not a Messiah. He is here as a leadership of Africa, African leader who really walk on the ground with the people and don't have to drive in airplanes and cars.
The last thing Mrs. when we bought the Nobel Peace Prize,
He has rejected.
no one talk about them move the
He has
just the word.
rejected.
He said no want it. I'm not time for peace right now. But before we close, I must say, Rasta, we need to set up the money channel.
Yeah.
We need to set up how can you, the viewers, contribute towards the process? Because it takes money to do everything. Every single
She comes
thing.
very far to reach Mars.
Yeah.
Long
It
journey.
takes money. It takes money to do everything. I mean, to keep the lights on, to keep the internet. It takes money. And so we would really, really appreciate some support. So if you have any contributions that you want to give towards the process, of course, link Iman
Yes.
and we get it going.
And if you want to link on the WhatsApp, 873-8755. 876-873.
876
3
873
7577.
7577.
So that's a tele number. And of course, we give you the email, iblack@yahoo, iblak@yahoo.com. And you can look at the program also on Metamorphosis on Facebook. Black Iman Black on Facebook. But line up your resources, man. Every little make a muggle.
Yes, I.
So if you want to send on something to the Western Union or you want to send on something to the MoneyGram, you tell me.
Anyway you want to give towards the
Give me
process.
some information.
We'll find a way to set the
We'll
booking
find a
here.
way to collect.
Yes, all right.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
is love.
Yes.
Okay.